Hello, and welcome back to another Let's Play for Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Now, before we begin, I do have rather a confession to make. The footage you're about to see is of gameplay I've already done. I actually did it with a guest commentator, and I think it turned out pretty well. You know, pretty funny and such. The only real problem is that shortly after recording the footage, while I was attempting to edit it, my computer suffered an abrupt power cut, and all of the footage was corrupted and lost. As such, I'm going to have to replay that half an hour or so, and get back to where I'm supposed to be. To the commentator in question, if he's watching this footage after it's been uploaded, I'm sorry dude, there's no way I can get it back. Right, let's crack on, shall we? If you do hear any purring, by the way, boys and girls, that is my kitten who decided he's going to come and watch me do this. This is all going to go a lot faster than my usual playthroughs would go, because I know exactly what's coming for at least the next half an hour or so. Unfortunately, you probably won't hear me spaz out about much either. I can only really apologise for that. I really don't know, Daniel. I haven't even gotten that far yet, so I genuinely don't know what they wanted with his journal. Crowbar, tinderbox. Note.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men travelling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion.
In the desert.
Rambled
You know those
deliriously
infamous desert
about the
lions.
expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
No, that's very touching, Daniel. Very touching indeed. There's nothing in here but yet more of Daniel's shirts. Same goes for that. See, this is really not how I wanted this to go. Now that I know exactly what's coming for the foreseeable future, it does unfortunately rather ruin the atmosphere of the game for a little while. Which irritates me greatly.
The key. Please, let it be here.
Shut the door. Same as I normally would. Now can I? Yeah. Oh, shut up.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of his text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
A cheap, bizarre knockoff, Daniel. That's what they are. Now, as we hide in the cupboard from the unspeakable abomination that's currently charging around out there, making a mess of Daniel's fine collection of wooden furniture, let's see, what can we do to entertain the people? Anyone know any good limericks? No? No. It's worth a try. Hurry up and go away, you ghastly things. That's it. Piss off. Ugh. See, I really wish you could have heard the initial reaction both myself and the guest speaker had to this little sequence. I'm sure it would have amused you all greatly to hear us not so quietly pissing ourselves in the cupboard. Instead, just stuck with me sounding rather bored and angry about the whole thing. The quicker I get to the part I remember, the quicker we can crack on with a proper version of this LP, complete with me freaking out alongside Mr. Daniel tripping balls. Tinderbox. Give me the tinderbox, damn you. Was there anything else worth looking for in here? I can't remember. Ah, yeah, more tinderboxes, that was it. There's just... yeah, just those two. I'm sure this one was locked first time around. Oh, must be misremembering. I don't think I actually need from this room. Ah, journal page, that was the one. Shouldn't need to bother with the doors, I don't think. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, John Ware. The most remarkable thing happened as I was travelling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for these past 20-odd years. It is inexplicable, as the Helidromius described it in the Hortus Colossus. It was, as it was told about, an underground Mithraic temple, crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its colour washed, but rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Alstad, investigating one of the antiquated trails, when I finally found the cavern. I went inside, and suddenly I could verify the truth of these ancient artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life. It has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense that something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine, where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking that I would be spared. Suddenly a shimmering blue light engulfed me, and the colours of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. It certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still until this day I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night, listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It's been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest and ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Arstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. So yeah, that's what happened to old Heinrich. Found himself in an underground temple, freaked the hell out, and yeah, pretty much nothing went right for him from that point on. Lamp oil.